All right, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. So today's video, we're going to talk about something that is unreal. It seems so unrealistic. It seems like something out of a movie. So, guys, according to new evidence and new studies, apparently the arm ticket can be spread through way of aerosolization, right? So through breathing and spit, sputum, mist out of your mouth, the arm ticket can be spread through that manner. Now, I found that interesting because I'm like, wait a second. So not only could you possibly get it or can get it through bodily fluids with somebody else who is arm ticketed, but now just talking to somebody or talking to people who are arm ticketed, the unvaccinated can get it in that manner. Now, interesting, guys, is that did they do this on purpose? Is this something that they knew was going to happen? Because what makes scientists out of fucking nowhere start doing research for this? Like, where did they go? You know what, guys? We're not doing anything today in the lab. Let's start testing unarmed ticketed people to see whether or not they have traces of arm ticket in their blood. Like, how did that conversation start and where did that come up from? So the only thing that leads me to believe is that people were getting their blood tested out of being suspicious, saw that there was traces of arm ticket in their blood, and then the study happened, or they knew about this, the elites knew about this and wanted to do a study to see whether or not it was actually working. Because interesting, guys, that they had mentioned before that they wanted to put this in the air. They wanted to put this, the arm ticket, that is in the food so that more people can get the arm ticket. That was before, like, people were really resisting it. They were already talking at yin yang about fucking, oh, let's just put it in everything so that everybody could be equally, and they didn't do it. At least we don't think they've done it so far. But now it could spread through the air. This is bad. Now, this is bad only for one reason. It's bad because right now, this test, if you will, is only leaving traces behind and not enough to accumulate in the body to do anything bad and or protect you from Mr. 19. That's the good thing. The bad thing is that this was a test and they can tweak it to make it stronger so that it could be emitted more in the air and people will be inoculated through the air. Or they could just aerosolize it and put it in a subway system or something and get more people that way as well from breathing it in. Because people were being found with traces of this in their nostril areas, in their nasal cavity, rather, sorry. So when they were being swabbed, they found traces of arm ticket in the nasal cavity of people who were unvaccinated. That's a big problem. Now, of course, they did this study and then they had to prove their theory by doing a swab. Before, they were testing the masks, and people who were arm ticketed who wore a mask at this lab donated it so that they can do this test, and they found traces of the arm ticket on the mask, the discarded mask. So they wanted to see, well, let's take it a step further, and now we're going to go to people's homes and we're going to check the arm ticketed person versus their arm ticketed kid in the same household. They found out that the arm ticketed kid had the traces of arm ticket in their nasal area. So not so much their blood, but in their nasal cavity, which means it stopped there, I guess, for now. But if they come out with something else, keep in mind, guys, I did a video that I talked about CEPI, right? CEPI was a coalition of epidemic preparedness innovation. Sorry. And they're a company that's in charge of making arm tickets in 100 days. But they're already working on an arm ticket for disease X, which is not even a thing. So they're essentially just going to start tweaking this so that it can possibly spread through people. Because, again, how did they spot this? How did they even know to test this? They had to have known about it, and they tested it on a smaller scale. Well, let's just tweak it a little bit and see if it can spread, at least in the household, so that we know it works. That study came out. Now it proves it works. Now, you know what's going to happen now? It's the next arm ticket that comes out. I'm going to be fucking wearing a mask because I don't want that bullshit in my body. Because so now, we're not wearing a mask because fuck them. Now I'm going to be wearing one so that when I'm around people who are arm ticketed, I don't get it. Whatever the next pandemic happens, that looks like that's going to be the course for a lot of us to not wear, to wear a face covering so that we don't get the arm ticket. Crazy how that worked. We sat there and we're like, we're not wearing that. This is stupid. To shit, I might have to wear it because I don't want that shit in my body. Especially if they tweak it and they make it a little stronger. There's the problem. Yeah, they put it in the food. Just go to your local farmer. Make sure the local farmer doesn't inject them. Now, I think farmers are going to get lied to. I think they're going to be sent antibiotics, and it's going to have the arm ticket in it. And they're not going to know the difference, right? Because they're just going to put this shit in their animals. But you can go as local as possible, and hopefully local guys don't use a ton of antibiotics, and you could shop with them or make a deal with them to cut you whatever meat you like and put it on the side. Hopefully it can work that way. But again, guys, this had to have been known. There's no way that they didn't know about this. And if they didn't, and this was one of those unattended consequences, well then shit. They know now, and they know what to do for the next outbreak that happens. This is very, very dangerous, guys, because again, a city like here, obviously I'll be gone before the next pandemic. That's without a doubt. I'm out of here. But still, if I have to go shopping or do something, I got to put a mask on so I don't get infected with arm ticket. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.